And we are recording. Okay, awesome. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you taking some time to come and learn about what we do here at One Hope and what our passion is and why you see all these wine slinging women all over your Facebook and your social media pages and what it means to us and why we do it every day on a daily basis. So I'm going to be conscious of your time. And again, just say thank you if you were invited. I did see that some of you had already posted in the chat. We'll keep a tab on that. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to post questions in there, and then we will get to them as we get closer to our Q&A, okay? If you have any background noise, if you don't mind, just mute yourself as we're going through the presentation. And then if you have any questions or if you have a comment, just, go ahead and unmute yourself. This is not school. We're not all in virtual class. I do that all day with my kids, so we're not going to do that here. And so I'm Danielle. I am an impact director here at One Hope Wine. I returned to One Hope back in March 31st because I lost my job through COVID. And for me, I'm a single mom of 5, and I was like, hey, I still got to pay the bills. I got to make sure that my kids are good, and I love wine, as you can see. And so it was really an easy comeback, no-brainer, because of what we do here at One Hope and the relationships that I had already built in my previous journey with One Hope. And so it was really easy for me to just say yes and come back. And I've been loving the journey ever since. And today we're also going to hear from one of my teammates, Julia Hardy, who's just an amazing CE who has come on and just is blowing me away. And I wanted to invite her here to share with you exactly her journey and how she's doing. But a little bit about One Hope before we go on. And I'm just going to read off my notes because I can't remember everything after all day of virtual learning. So One Hope was founded with one simple idea: doing good is good business, right? And with only 168 cases of wine, a storage unit, and just enough Navier, we called friends and family, knocked on doors, and encouraged others to join our movement. We always dreamed of having hundreds and thousands of teammates join our business brand and sharing the story. The dream is now a reality, and we are an amazing community of cause entrepreneurs. So really, in essence, when Jake and the team started One Hope, it was just basically because they were realizing that you would always see these big marketing tickets around the time frame of the nonprofit, as far as like breast cancer awareness. You see pink everywhere for just that small period of time, and then it was gone after that. And so the bigger thought was, why not give back all the time, constantly? And so that's what we do here with our wine. Every bottle here is connected to a cause. Every time we sell a bottle, a portion of those sales goes to a nonprofit. And anytime anyone hosts a fundraiser event, 10% of those sales also goes to the nonprofit of their choice. And if you are a nonprofit or you have one that's close to you, you can nominate and name any nonprofit of your choice, which is something that, I mean, who wouldn't want to give back, make an income as well, and make an impact and drink some great wine, right? Okay, yes, cheers, cheers. Okay, awesome. So you might be wondering, how do you sell wine? We're in COVID, we have so many people who have just many great ideas. And actually, we just came off of an amazing training that talked about virtual wine tasting. I mean, who would have thought? Are we doing everything virtual now? Absolutely. So why not wine tasting? Why not rallying up and still seeing those great people that want to support you and support what you do through virtual tastings, inviting them to join you for a few hours, maybe an hour and a half or so, on a Zoom or a Facebook event, to be able to sip together and pour with purpose, right? Good, awesome. So as we are building this new concept, because we know that everything now is pretty much virtual. Some people are still getting together as they can safely, but we are definitely making sure that we want to have the option for those who are still practicing safe distancing very seriously. Our virtual trainings are available to everyone that is on our Cause Entrepreneur team so that we can offer those to our hosts and our guests, okay? So before I go on, I actually want to bring on Julia and have her kind of just tell you a little bit about her journey and why she started with ONEHOPE. Go ahead, Julia.
Awesome. Thank you. So my name is Julia Hardy. I've been with the company about 2 months. I'm going into my third month. And guys, I'm going to be honest. When I joined, I love the fact that the company gave back. And I joined to be able to do just that because I have a bunch of nonprofits that are very dear to my heart. And I was like, this would be amazing. And I've come from the direct sales world, so I'm very familiar with it. I never seen it in wine, but the fact that the company gave back, I was blown away. So I joined just for that. Little did I know I was going to fall in love, okay? I have fallen in love with the company. I love our community. And without even truly trying, the success has just come. And I think a lot of that has to do with our community that we have and timing, positioning. All of that plays a part in it. We're so small but mighty. And so I was just so blown away with everything. And when you love something and you're passionate about something, you're going to talk about it no matter what it is. Whether it's your favorite hairstylist, the best show on Netflix, you're going to chat about it. And that's what I did with ONEHOPE. I just started chatting. And then people were like, no, tell me more, tell me more. And the fact that we have an opportunity that we can bless other people with for as low as $29 was a no-brainer to me. There's so many lives that can be changed just by partnering with this company. And I don't have to feel guilty when I talk to someone about the opportunity because it's only $29. Like, I can get you in the door and show you what this company has to offer without you doing this large investment. So I love that about the company. And when we had our annual, it's called Crush, which if you decide to partner with us, you'll learn all about. That's when I fell in love. All the stuff that the company has to offer, the direction, the CEOs, how passionate they were, it just really aligned with my beliefs and how I feel. So it's just been an amazing journey. And I just look forward to what comes after this, because I'm in the dating phase now and I'm falling in love. You know how when you get that new relationship, I just can't wait to look back and like 5 years later be like, wow, because I'm blown away now.
Trying to unmute myself. Oh, wow. Thank you, Julia. Like I said to you, and I say this to you all the time, your energy is absolutely contagious and it's so authentic. You show it on your on your social media, when you post, when you speak about ONEHOPE, and that's true passion. That's a true passion, and it really, really shows. And I'm really excited that you decided to join us. Come alongside and lock arms with us to be able to make a huge impact in this world, right? Thank you. Okay, so a couple of reasons I think why join. I mean, the community is amazing. You have so much support. You get energy like Julia's all the time, and our leaders are really, really wanting to make sure that we are not only being successful, but we are also helping others be successful, because success comes in pairs. Success, just like those two S's in the middle, you have to pair with people. You have to do the journey with people in order to be successful. You want someone to pace with. You want someone to rally with. You want someone to share, like, oh my God, this is what's going on in my life, and this is really good, right? So we have a really, really amazing supportive community. The education that we receive is phenomenal. We don't pay anything extra for that. It comes within our package that we have. The training is, again, another phenomenal tool. Everything that we need as far as like our marketing, Our monthly incentives that we have going on is available readily to us on a daily basis. It's not anything that we have to go searching for or making up, reinventing the wheel, right? Okay. And then there's that flexibility. I mean, I'm a single mom with 5 kids, and 3 of them are in virtual learning. Whoa. I needed to have something that was going to be extremely flexible for me, because working a 9 to 5 wasn't going to work, not in my life. For some people who don't have as much responsibilities, I get it. They can probably do that full time. But for me, this is my full time and my kids are my full time. So that flexibility for me was amazing. Okay. And then the rewards. Oh my gosh, I can't even just look back here. A lot of these were amazing rewards. And, you know, not just in wine or in income, but in your spirit and in what you know that you're giving back to nonprofits. And you are making such a huge impact doing little pieces, as each of us doing our part each and every day. Together, we are making such a huge impact in this business. Okay. And then, you know, just getting out there and being a philanthropy for nonprofits who really cannot do this without us right now. They're struggling to find ways to be able to raise money with everything that's going on, not being able to do their galas, not being able to get together. And so we're offering them a unique platform to be able to still raise funds and to have an amazing product that absolutely does what it says. And it's amazing. Okay. Anybody have any questions? No questions? All right. So let's see, what else do we have here? A couple of ways actually 3 ways that you can be a part of ONEHOPE. A cause entrepreneur, like many of us here tonight on the call. You can also be an amazing customer. We love you as well. And you can also be a host, and you can earn free and, you know, other wine and other perks. So there's always, you know, we have I love the fact that we have 3 different ways that you can be involved, because you have options. Everybody wants to be able to have options. The option to become a cause entrepreneur is, for me, I think the best, but that's just my biased opinion, because not only do I get to host and earn those hostess perks, I get to raise money for nonprofits and partner with them, but I also get to make an impact and an income at the same time. So that for me was a no-brainer. It was a win-win-win situation, and I love what we have. There's 3 different packages that we have, and Julia mentioned our $29, which is our virtual kit with no product, but you get the same training, you get the same education, and I'm sorry, you probably heard that. The same education, and you can start your business virtually. Now, at the time when we started that, I truly and still believe it's a great deal. It is. But as a businesswoman, as a business person, knowing that I want to start a business, I need to have product in my hand. And so the other 2 options that we have are our $149 kit and also our $199 kit. The biggest reasons I absolutely love these kits is because it gets you running out of the gate. I mean, as soon as you purchase those, guess what? You've made your first sale, and you are going to get paid on that sale. Okay. So, and you have product. You have a box of beautiful wine coming to your door. It's a business. You have everything you need to get going. You have catalogs. You have everything that you need to get going. So $29 is a virtual kit, $149 for 6 bottles. And for $50 more, you'll get another 6 bottles, including a glitter bottle. It's just phenomenal. It's a smart deal, and you get paid on that. So that right there are your 3 options and ways that you can actually join to become a cause entrepreneur. If you just decide to buy and be one of our VIPs, because we love you, we love that. We have our preferred customer, and that is where you can get discounts purchasing 6 and 12 bottles of wine at a time, as well as free and half price shipping. It's a great way to be involved as well. You know, maybe the business is not for you, or maybe you just want to try the wines first and then see if maybe later on that you want to, jump in on the business for whatever your why is. Maybe it's just to make a few $100s a month to offset a car note or an insurance payment, whatever that looks like to you, or groceries. Like with all my kids are being at home, I needed that extra money. Or maybe you want to make this a full-time and really grow your business by adding other people to this business as well and offering the opportunity. But there's many, many different ways for you to be involved. And as far as hosting, we love our hosts because we know that you love what we have as far as our wines, and you are doing your very best to share our mission and the links that we set up for you to your friends and family and to your, guests, so that we can raise money for the nonprofits that are really close to your heart. Okay. Any questions? No, y'all are you're making me feel like I'm the teacher. Okay. So, we're with you every step of the way. Whatever it is that you want out of ONEHOPE, we are here to be able to walk alongside you and help you to figure that out. This is not something that you have to do alone. We have partners in here that will gladly help you and walk you through training, through making those decisions of which bottles of wine should I get? You have total support, complete total support. So I don't know if there's any other guests on this call tonight. And if you are here and if you have any questions or if you have anything that you've loved about ONEHOPE so far, I'd love to hear from you. Don't be shy. Let's see, who are...
Okay, it's Terry.
Okay,
I just
awesome.
took my self off mute. So I just like Amity said, my son has. I'll tell you. Can I tell you a little bit about my background and why I had my fundraiser? So my son has a form of muscular dystrophy called Duchenne, and actually yesterday was World Duchenne Awareness Day around the world. So it's the worst muscular dystrophy. Most people don't realize there are 9 major muscular dystrophies. Duchenne is the worst one. And it's really akin in the pediatric, and most people never heard of Duchenne. Has anybody on the call heard of Duchenne? So it's the pediatric equivalent of ALS, which everybody has known, except this afflicts children. So my son was diagnosed at 4. He's 19 and a half now. He'll be 20 in January. And they usually quit walking around 8, 10 or 12 years old. And they end up, quadriplegics by the end of their life, just like ALS patients, except ALS, they usually aren't diagnosed until they're adults and they get to go to college and get married if they choose and have a career. Our kids' lifespan is only in the mid-20s. So it's devastating. So I'm a very proactive advocate for the last 15 years. And we're always raising funds, money for our different organizations like the MDA, which everybody has heard of. So anyway, I had a fundraiser for an organization called Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy, started by a mom 25 years ago. Since then, she's lost her 2 boys to Duchenne, but it's the world's largest Duchenne organization in the world. So I could go on for hours, but I won't. But the happy thing is my son is still doing really, really well. If you Google Billy Ellsworth muscular dystrophy, he's known around the world. We both are, but he's the patient warrior. And he's doing extremely well because he's still walking and very self-sufficient. He's not your typical almost 20-year-old because he's like 100 pounds and only 54 inches. So he's real small because of the steroids that he's been on since he was 5. But for Duchenne, he's Superman. But like I said, he doesn't look anything like his peers of 19 years old. So because he's so little. But so my party was, close to 2,400, I think, Amity, right? So we raised $246 for the organization. And I didn't even ask, Amity can confirm this. I truly just had this as a fundraiser for this organization I'm very close to. And I never even asked about hostess credits or do I get anything. I really had no idea, honestly. And then she says, oh yeah, you get matching. So of course that was a bonus, but because I, like I said, love wine. I'm just taking my last few sips of the symphony, and I need to I need to order, get my order together in the next day or two. And I'm going to sign up because my son has this, horrible disease, and hopefully he'll live to be longer than, the norm because he's doing well. He tested a drug. I don't think I said this. He trialed a drug starting back in August 2011, and he was in the clinical trial for 5.5 years. And in September 2016, actually next week, September 19th, 4 years ago, we fought hard to get the first drug approved by the FDA for muscular dystrophy. It was the very first drug. And he was a huge part of that. And that's, he's been very high profile media because he's done super well on the drug. So that's my why of joining ONEHOPE, because we're going to be able to give back not only to the individual organizations on the bottle, but I already have, I think, a few moms lined up to host their party, because there are many organizations, and they can have one for whoever. So I'm hoping I'm going to be successful. When I told Amity, we were kidding back and forth when I found out how large my party was. Is, oh, you can retire now. So of course she can, but I was thrilled, for her. And that's when I started getting curious is, wow, how much would I make if I had a party? And I know that's not your typical party. I know that. I've done direct sales before, and I was actually always very successful. I did home decorating. That's my profession for almost 40 years. I say I started when I was 2, but not really. But I'm a designer by trade, but I need flexibility because of my son. I mean, he sees like 10 specialists and, goes to the hospital every single week for his weekly infusion. At Children's Hospital, we go out of town for visits, so for medical reasons. So I need flexibility, but I need to work too. My career has suffered. When you're a parent to a terminally ill child, his happens to be a rare disease. It affects your life in more ways than one. So that's my why. And like I said, I could talk for hours, but I think I covered all the important stuff.
Terry, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm sure that has touched everyone on this call tonight, because these are the reasons why we do what we do, because we want to be able to make sure that we are doing, even if it's just a small part. And right now, $240 for lots of organizations is a huge deal. So kudos to you and your event. You are going to be an amazing CE. Your why is going to drive your business. It's amazing. And I'm super, super excited for you. And I want to be the first to congratulate you and welcome you to the business.
Thank you so much. I'm excited because of course you have to work it. You have to invest the time.
Absolutely.
But it's pretty easy. I'm thinking, oh, you just have to sit back. And Amity was wonderful, by the way. I know she works another job, but she, her responses were like, it's like, wow, she's very responsive. And just the post, and it was very successful. And I know the women had fun. And they loved it. And some were already familiar with ONEHOPE. My 2 friends from California, because this is California based, right? It's all, because I'm still learning. I don't know everything,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
They're all California wineries. So the California moms were familiar already.
Well, that's good.
They says, oh, I use it for a lot of corporate events. And my other friend said, I send ONEHOPE a lot, often to friends. And I thought, oh, this is really good. I had never heard of ONEHOPE ever. But one of my son's nurses had a party for Amity and invited me. And this was just last month.
Oh, wow.
That Ashley had her party. So I guess if I'm allowed to ask questions, unless there are other newbies, how old is the company?
13 years old.
Oh, so it's really not that new.
Well,
I saw that they've raised $5 million given $5 million to charities. I think I read that the other day.
Yes, we have given over 5 million to date, and we are absolutely still growing, looking to double and triple that in the near future.
Good. I'm glad to be, kind of almost at the beginning of this. I had another question.
And just so you know,
Escape.
the direct selling part of this has only been 5 years.
Oh, okay.
But the company OneHope, which was via OneHope before, is 13 years old now.
Okay. And how many of you are part-time, or how many of this are full-time with this?
You know, the way I don't consider anyone here honestly part-time. People who, and you'll see that, people who are really working their business, although they may be working it alongside their job, or I think for them it's still full-time because they're really putting their full heart, their full mind, and their full energy. This is
Right.
something that you can just say, hey, here's my link, and expect, just everyone's going to shop. Honestly, we have conversations, we do follow-ups. Even if it's on a part-time basis, it's still, when they're in it. And you'll get to see those who are honestly doing this full-time. Some people will just buy for themselves because they want the discounts, and that's fine. Some people are hobbyists and they come in and out, and whatever life is going on at the time. Like I said, when I first started, it was I was with OneHope for quite some time, but I had to take a break, and I moved, and kids, and but it provided me what I needed at the time, and it was easy for me to come back to because of the community, because of the love and the passion, and honestly, the wine. It was the wine, I think, the first. I'll just be honest. But it has grown even more and more on me since March. And I can honestly tell you, I started, at $29, just because, like I said, I had lost my job, but I promise it's the best $29 I ever spent in my life.
Well, thanks for sharing all that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, we are at about 8:30. I'm not going to keep anyone else on. I'm so excited for everyone who is here visiting with us, who's going to join, who is already joining, because, man, we are about to rock this Q3 and Q4 for our OneHope, with everything that's coming out as far as our Drink Up Witches and our pink glitter bottles, so much fun stuff. So again, if you're on visiting with us tonight and you want some more answers, you have some more questions, please reach out to the person that invited you. Check out everything that we have to offer, because this holiday season is going to be our best ever. The way that we're going to be giving out gifts is definitely different. Everybody's shopping online, and this is a perfect time, like Julia said, perfect timing, perfect opportunity to receive a beautiful box in the mail. And why not receive it from OneHope? All right, that is all I have for you. Again, I thank you, and I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
Good night, everyone.